Genesis chapter 11. The whole world spoke the same language, with the same vocabulary. Now, as people moved eastwards, they found a valley in the land of Shinar where they settled. They said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them in the fire." For stone they used bricks, and for mortar they used bitumen. "Come," they said, "let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top reaching heaven. Let us make a name for ourselves, so that we do not get scattered all over the world." Now Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower that the people had built. So they are all a single people with a single language. Said Yahweh, "This is only the start of their undertakings. Now nothing they plan to do will be beyond them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language there, so that they cannot understand one another." Yahweh scattered them thence all over the world, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, since there Yahweh confused the language of the whole world, and from there Yahweh scattered them all over the world. These are Shem's descendants. When Shem was 100 years old he fathered Arpachshad, 2 years after the flood. After the birth of Arpachshad, Shem lived 500 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Arpachshad was 35 years old he fathered Shelah. After the birth of Shelah, Arpachshad lived 403 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Shelah was 30 years old he fathered Eber. After the birth of Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Eber was 34 years old he fathered Peleg. After the birth of Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Peleg was 30 years old he fathered Ru. After the birth of Ru, Peleg lived 209 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Ru was 32 years old he fathered Serug. After the birth of Serug, Ru lived 207 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Serug was 30 years old he fathered Nahor. After the birth of Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Nahor was 29 years old he fathered Terah. After the birth of Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and fathered sons and daughters. When Terah was 70 years old he fathered Abram, Nahor and Haran. These are Terah's descendants. Terah fathered Abram, Nahor and Haran. Haran fathered Lot. Haran died in the presence of his father Terah in his native land, Ur of the Chaldeans. Abram and Nahor both married. Abram's wife was called Sarai, Nahor's wife was called Milcah daughter of Haran, father of Milcah and Iscah. Sarai was barren, having no child. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law the wife of Abram, and made them leave Ur of the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan. But on arrival in Haran they settled there. Terah's life lasted 205 years, then he died at Haran.